my god, that's Filthy Frank.
Filthy Frank, motherfucker. Bitch, yeah, I saw your fucking show. That shit was fucking cringe.
Today's guest is obsessed with hentai, famous because he dressed in a pink zentai, then started air fucking with some EDM music, fucked that genre with that trend worse than some Skrillex. Yeah, that's a banger ass instrumental, and you know who used that instrumental?
What was that?
Oh, obviously we know. I don't know why the fuck we're doing this joke. It's Fightmarker.
Wait,
we got Fightmarker in the fucking house. He's coming today right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Dude, one of the fucking legends.
Oh yeah, already established himself as one of the goats in the community, one of my favorites. The producer of Fightmarker Rap Battles and Fightmarker Rap Battles, actor and writer for his own series. He's got the immense talent, and he's coming on today, right now, soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bitch.
Yeah. It's Fightmarker here.
Hello.
Oh my god, what's up?
Hello. Hold on.
Hello.
Is my mic working? Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
More audible
It's
now.
okay. Yeah, that's right. It was a little bit low when you first joined.
I can.
Yeah, we can.
hold on,
Okay, you just
turn it up. No, I can't.
All
Never
right.
mind. Okay.
turn it up. Oh, I'm sorry. That was cringe.
Fine,
I'm sorry.
Fine. Nah, man, it's fine. You know,
Yeah,
shit
we know.
happens. We know.
Don't worry. This is the type of thing that occurs on the daily anyway. All right. Welcome to this podcast. We're so goddamn happy that you managed to take the time just to join our day, man. How are you?
So good. Is it starting?
Yep, we start.
Yeah, it is actually.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm very good. Good day so far.
Nice.
Good.
That's
day
awesome.
So
You made it even better because you joined.
Mhm.
That's why.
True. Too true. Rather.
All right. So, as I usually begin asking our guests, the usual questions of, I'm assuming you're more than versed in ERB. I mean, hell, you fucking referenced Tony Hawk versus Wayne Gretzky and Laughing Jack versus Eyeless Jack, for God's sake. So I would assume
Yes,
you know your
with
shit.
with my co-partner Rabi.
Yeah, that battle is easily one of my favorites ever. I still occasionally go back to it because of how not only is the instrumentation is a perfect choice for both characters, but oh my god, dude, is the flow and the rhyme scheming of it. And then the references to ERBP had me weak. That was just perfect. I loved it.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
Yeah, me and Rabi worked hard on it for like 2 summers, I guess is a good way to put it. Like one summer, like we wrote it. Then the next summer we met up and we filmed it together, and it was really fun. It was I'd want to film something with him again.
Yeah, that was sick. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I love his stuff too. He is probably one of my favorites too. Easily underrated, and he definitely deserves some more recognition. Like him and Vlad, I think they're pretty underrated members of the community by far. But regardless, so that is like one of my favorite rap battles. I mean, I already loved ERBP, so seeing another version of it was kind of hilarious and like in a bit of a cheeky way. So that was kind of funny. And your comment in the comment section was like, "All right, ERBP did it first with the big ass gorilla in it." I thought that shit was really funny.
Fucking gorilla emoji. It's a really funny emoji. Yeah, I kind of knew someone was like gonna go for it, so I was like, okay. Well, obviously, like it's a remake of the ERBP version. Like, there's no really getting around that. We reference it in the battle. Actually, on the shelf, I put in a bunch of references to the other opponents who were in the Royale. Like, I don't know if it's actually in the battle, but I know when I was helping modeling that background for Rabi, where we both modeled it, I know we did that because, obviously, like, it's just a remake,
I absolutely adore the references. That was very cheeky, and obviously some of the lines are also referenced to the original battle too, so that just made me really happy to see that. It's just, pay a little tribute to those guys, man. Yeah, that's heartwarming stuff. I think that's really wholesome.
Yeah.
In some weird way. It's not a 15-minute Royale, but fuck, I love it.
Yeah, a bit of a love letter to that battle.
Royales.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I was gonna say, like, Xander obviously would apologize that if that's part of your childhood, he actually feels like it's kind of weird that fans are really into it, but he said that in the episode. But
shit sucks, shit happens.
Yeah, what's funny though, as Red said, it's like a tribute to that one. Well, in your sense, you also did a tribute to that other. I don't know why, but it's like a tradition at this point. Bring up Guy Fawkes versus Joker to every guest, but yeah, you did your own version of that actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rabi and I both, like a couple years ago, had the idea of doing that, but we didn't go through with it because we didn't really care enough to. And then the 100-hour challenge was coming up, and we were like, hey, it'd be funny if we did this, and so we did it. I'm not really a fan of it too much, but I think, you know, we got some good jokes in there.
Yeah.
You know, I did pretty well with the costumes for like 100 hours.
Oh, true, yeah.
Because that was filmed within 100 hours. It just wasn't edited, like, fully.
Oh, no, editing would
okay.
take too much for that, as usual, because...
Editing fucking sucks.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I can imagine.
I think that's what actually got me into your whole channel first, because I saw that, I'm like, oh, wow, someone did Guy Fawkes versus the Joker, but, you know, an attempt to make it good, and it actually is really good. And, you know, what's funny is after that one, like, shortly right after it got uploaded, Citizo, which I'm sure you're familiar, one of the regulars on the server, he actually decided, you know what, I want to make Guy Fawkes versus Joker. I tell him, for the third time, you sure? Is there a material at that point? And he said, you know, no, see what you can do, see if you can write it. And, you know, if it can, then I'll go ahead and make it. I want to make it. And obviously the time has passed because, you know, 5th of November has already been from last year. But in my sense, I was trying to get as much as I could. And I realized, you know what, I want to make kind of also my own tribute to the previous Guy Fawkes versus Joker battle. And why not? Michael Jackson versus the Joker. I slid some references to that one too. So it's kind of funny. Man, whenever that comes out, I'd be honored to have anyone look into it and be like, oh man, this is actually a really good tribute to it. Yeah, I don't even know when that's coming. Sid still has to get his budget and all. But yeah, you really did inspire just because of that. You got someone else to want to do it.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Fucking Michael Jackson versus Joker is one of the funniest battles I've ever watched.
For sure.
Dude, it's fucking take me on again and you'll fight the Jackson 5. That's so, that fucking the fucking voice is so funny, man. Fucking what was it? It was one of the Joker with my Joker gas, and then there's just this big pause.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
Yeah, the flow is so terrible.
Awesome.
It's funny. And then he's like, you know, you're obsessed with little boys, and then it shows 3 PNGs of boys.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, like one of the reaction shots was like the Michael Jackson actor was like straight up, and then he had like his hand in front of his mouth, like ooh, ooh. I'm pretty sure that was for the touching little boys line.
Yeah,
that's such a crazy thing.
It's too bad he didn't make any more, man. Listen, all he needed was one battle though, and he dipped.
Yeah, some channels do that.
You know? Exactly. You know, they do one battle. You know, that's all they need.
And then they get cemented as legends.
Oh, obviously. Look at the ERB10.
ERB10. Dude, that I'm pretty sure, I forgot, but I'm pretty sure, I believe in 2020, he also came back and then he left again.
Yeah,
I know, he dipped again. That makes me sad.
Same.
Yeah, dude. I wish he'd say it.
His reaction video is really funny because he like 10-year-old him is like, I'm ERBO10, ooh, and then like old ass him is like, what the fuck? This shit sucks. It's so funny, bro. It's insane.
Hey, listen, but some of his battles are kind of unironically go kind of hard though. I'm gonna be real with you.
Very few. That shit's funny. That's awesome. God.
Mickey Mouse is with Bill Clinton.
I'm gonna be honest. I've only seen the very few one, but I get his gist. I get it. You know.
Yeah, the moving PNGs of Ronald McDonald's dick, dude. Yeah, that's fucking top tier editing right there.
You know, that's called vision. You know.
That's vision. Dude, it's flow and everything about it. Dude, ERB can't measure up, man. That's a problem.
You know, ERB is fallen. You know.
Yeah, they've been falling, but we'll get to that soon. But yeah, I was just gonna say before I went on a bunch of tangents with ERBP and the whole Wayne Gretzky versus Tony Hawk reference. But how did you get into ERB?
ERB, fuck. Mm-hmm. I remember I have this vivid core memory when I was a little kid, 2013. I think Superman versus Goku dropped. I'm pretty sure I've seen ERB before that, but the earliest memory is like watching that battle in the car on the way to school. So that's how I got into ERB. That's it. There it is. Ever since then, I've been an ongoing fan since ERB, or of ERB. And I think in late 2018, Freshie Canal, obviously, you know.
Okay.
He had a server open around that time, and it was actually I got in through ERB News, which I don't know if you remember.
Oh, ERB News and updates. Yeah.
Yeah.
News and updates. Yep. He used to do that with I believe DNA Fox.
Yep. I remember.
And they had a server open for I believe it was called the Free RB, and then it was called like Dustin server. So I joined both, and that's how I got into the community. You know, and then I made a battle at the end of 2019 on SoundCloud. But then I fully made a battle, Eminem versus Poe 3 years ago, 2020.
That was your first, right?
That was my first completed like video, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I figured.
I had written and like audioed, mixed. I don't know. There's not a word for it, but I had done the audio process before that.
Okay. Yeah, that battle is actually really impressive. I quite liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, but it's good for a 14-year-old.
Yeah,
That's all.
Yeah, surprisingly, much like ERBP in one of their videos, the Eminem impression's actually really good for someone of that age.
Pretty good. Yeah. I mean, they were like, I'm pretty sure D was 17. I don't know. I forget the ages, but yeah, she did pretty well for Eminem.
I agree. Oh, yes. You know what? It may not be Watsky but I think that version is pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, good
material-wise, at least, it may be a little bit better. I think written lyricism was better than Watsky's, but that's just me.
Dude, I think that battle is straight up dog shit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you are your own worst critic.
Exactly. I don't know. I think if I were to do that again, I don't know if I'd want to, but I'd definitely get more of the Eminem flow in there. Not like the fast one, but like the Slim Shady and all like his weird
the old stuff
flow quirks.
Yeah.
And I'd probably pay attention to how like Edgar Allan Poe writes, because I was 14. I just wrote a bunch of shit on a doc and I said, "Hey, can you rap this to my friends?" And they did.
I will say that there is a lack of Eminem. I mean, there's quite a multitude of Eminem battles that's not exactly shitposty, but that was one of the few that I actually enjoyed, where the portrayal is pretty faithful to how he raps and his writing style. So that was just nice to see overall, though. It's not just because it is a rarity to see that type of stuff in rap battles. I mean, hell, it's a rarity to even get musicians in rap battles nowadays, and it kind of sucks and it hurts me because I love music a lot. But
the thing with that is, like, using a magician, yeah, use a magician.
Yeah, use a fucking magician, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look how that turned out for ERB.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, using a musical artist is a really uphill battle, because like if it doesn't sound like them, like sonically or like flow wise or like anything, it completely falls fat, I think.
Oh yeah, true.
Fuck, man, I'm stumbling over my words.
The thing
That's
though,
okay, dude. We do the same thing too. It's okay.
Yeah,
I think one of the best. I think the best Eminem battle I've seen is from Loco Rap Battles, Eminem versus Tupac. The Tupac side I think isn't that faithful to Tupac, I'm gonna be honest, but the Eminem side is insane. That's like 1-to-1 in my opinion.
That was Nathan voices him, I believe. He does such a good job. Yeah,
Nathan
it is
really good Eminem. Yeah, it's insane.
He's a massive fan. Yeah, I absolutely love Nathan to death.
Yeah,
I really do love that guy. But you're absolutely right on the whole emulating their style can be relatively difficult for anybody to take on. But I will kind of beg to differ that sometimes it's not that hard to write for them unless they actually study them well enough to be.
Like, you don't have to do it to 100%. Like, some people will think, like, the fans will attack me in the comments. I don't think music fans are overlapping too hard with rap battle community fans. So.
Oh, no, definitely not. It's just, like, it's hard to explain. Today's rap battle scene, I guess, is a good way to pull it. Is, like, it's a bunch of teenagers. They're not really like in the mood to. They don't have like the itch, I guess, to do musical artists. They're into like the whole like brain rot internet stuff, like Skibbity Toilet.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of Skibbity Toilet rap battles.
I get that.
Which like good enough. I mean, I did one because I thought it was funny.
To me,
I didn't see a single episode of it.
Wow.
For it.
Exposed.
I just thought the idea was funny.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I also, as a music fan, but also one who like follows not just like old music, like I had gotten into a lot of that way back then, but also newer music. I also can still try to like understand how it's going right now in the music industry because I'm in some service on that. So when Dustin was talking on the other podcast about how he was kind of disappointed with his Taylor Swift versus Kanye West, like he didn't capture the style enough. I'm like, wait, I know these, like Kanye is a rapper and Taylor is a singer well enough to know he did. I don't know why he's criticizing that hard. Like, it's still a good battle.
No, yeah, it's still a good battle. People, as they get better, their standards rise for themselves, which is either a good thing or a fault. In my opinion, I think it's a good thing. I think Kanye in that battle, pretty good, like, parody, I guess, is a good way to pull. Because the rap battle depictions are more parodies than they are, like straight 1-to-1.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's how I view my projects mostly.
Yeah, even then the Kanye voice was on
I think
point.
it's a good parody of like, oh yeah, the Kanye voice is
Even better than
straight up
ERB
fun.
actually, because ERB captured the way he writes a verse is actually really good as well, and they used his actual Black Skinhead song for the backing track. But the way he actually
sick.
got Kanye
love
to
that
rap
verse
it,
so much.
I'm like, yeah, this sounds really so much like Kanye, even more than Daystorm. Like, no offense to Daystorm, his was
The,
also
like,
good.
the sampled your own music like bit was really good, man. That was so awesome.
Yeah, there are hype moments when you see, like, as a music fan, obviously, you see one that's, like, tickles your fancy because, they're actually using musicians, like, because, like, usually rap battle fans are just, like, listening to rap battles and no other music, but, when it happens, it can be hype.
Yeah. At
Yes.
some point, I want to try using Daft Punk. I just don't
Oh,
have a
I'd
good
love that. I love
matchup.
Daft Punk so much.
Please,
I love Daft Punk as well,
please do it. Listen, man, we need more music rap battles. Please, we need more.
I think for a while, not even for a while, probably like for a minute, I had Daft Punk versus like Hatsune Miku, and I was like, never mind.
Oh my god.
I did like source filmmaker like stills of it to make a thumbnail, and then I just dumped it in the trash. Yeah, that was like
Damn.
2021, where I just make a thumbnail. I was like, do I want to do this? And I'm looking at the thumbnail. I'm like, no.
You know what? I do
Yeah.
want to bring up the fact that we were gonna talk about
Godzilla vs. Kong.
you get to be the first guest to actually react to it with us. Man,
Yes!
it's just getting less, views than usual, and a lot of people put the blame on that thumbnail, and really the battle overall, it's like, it's so divisive, it's so polarizing. What are your thoughts on that?
I personally didn't really like it. Like, I don't have much other like opinions on it. I have my like, I don't know, like the way they write things. I think it's fine. I think they have like some good jokes, and I do think there's some cool little like, oh, I'm an oxygen destroyer, now you're O2. That's that's insane. That's
That's a
awesome.
bar.
But then there's shit like, oh, you're a chimpanzee, and like, whoa.
Yeah, fucking
like
saddest gorilla
45.
death since Harambe, and you're thinking, oh, okay, that's a fan-made style line, no clever usage of actually mentioning Harambe, that kind of
To
stuff.
be fair, like I soul read that shit. I knew like as soon as they did King Kong, it was like there's gonna be a Donkey Kong bar. There's got to be a Harambe bar.
Yeah, but Harambe, I'm like, I knew this was coming, but can't you like do something, even like throw shots at you because Harambe got shot? I don't know, but man, either be more clever with it or just don't, because you'll look like a little out of style.
Yeah. So they're a little out of touch, which is fine. They're like 40.
Of course.
They can be a little out of touch. I just don't, they should not use like what's the word? Zoomer vernacular, like simp.
Yeah, it's like they're trying.
Leave
but,
that alone.
it actually
They're trying a little too hard.
Yeah, in the sea of criticism I've seen with points about, how they feel about ERB and its current status, and, as a result of this battle specifically, someone said that they really need to get, like, some Gen Z writer at least on their team, because if they're trying to make it work and just getting Patreon help, but, like, they're not making it to what they could, like, they're just saying it for the sake of saying it, and then they're like, okay, that'll appease people who were expecting it, but, like, maybe it's not going to be delivered enough, or it's not, like, it's not nothing crazy. It's like, oh, okay, that sounds a little weird, then just put it there. I think if someone like you, like, say, I had this on my mind for so long, ever since I saw Filthy Frank versus Eric Andre, which is still one of my favorites, because when I saw that, I'm like, ERB would never do this, but let's say they want to do this. Let's say they get out of their comfort zone and they want to make this matchup because it's so perfect. They would never write like this. You wrote this to perfection because you understand the styles of comedy. I think they're past, like, they're a little behind from Eric Andre's era currently of comedy to not really write to that level. But if they had someone on their team who could,
Eric Andre and ERB was like at the same time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because if they had someone who could actually understand like you do, then yeah, they could make a great battle out of it. But instead, we're gonna settle for yours. It's not like we want to expect Filthy Frank versus Eric Andre. If anything, we want Joji to be in a battle, because that would be like a great guest star.
Yes.
Long shot, but I would love it. In any case, yeah, but that's what I mean. When I had that in mind, I'm thinking like, oh wait, Fightmarker is exactly the person I'm thinking of for this. Might as well bring up that point, because I think you can also agree. You're basically saying, yeah, they really could like make better use of the references, or it's just gonna feel weird.
Yeah, honestly, I think they should just like, I don't think they should get any more outside help. I'm gonna be honest. I think Zach, Lloyd, Peter, Dante, whoever, the Atul even, they got it. They got it. Patreon, no more Patreon stuff.
Yeah, please. I agree on that statement.
Yeah, it is,
Yep.
and I don't know, unpopular opinion, or rather more like, a little bit sacrilegious to say against them, but we do kind of agree. It's like, they kind of feel past their standards of, we'll get to it whenever we get to it, but also in the meantime, Patreon just sending more lines. And yeah, some of those just don't work. I say so many times before, at least do proofreading, maybe, criticism on what could work and what couldn't, cut out the filler. But yeah, that's kind of a bad result from this.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. I don't think all of the battles in season 7 have been complete just failed. I do think their history ones in particular.
Of course, the last one.
I think those are very good.
Ford versus Marx.
Yeah, the last one, Karl Marx, that was really good to me. I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, because we were actually all
John
expecting
battle,
him at some point, and he turned out great.
He turned out great. I like Lloyd's little funky voice he did. I liked his little movements. I even like the backgrounds. The backgrounds are amazing. I think
even him twerking.
He's got to go for it. It's in the Communist Manifesto. If you read it, Rule 1, twerk. You gotta.
Yeah. It wasn't so much twerking as it was just throwing it back.
Hey, you gotta throw it back. But yeah, the fucking Laura Croft one. I don't really like that one
too much sex.
I think it's not even that it's too much sex. It's very, to be fair, I didn't really know how else they were gonna use Laura Croft. That just seems like a very predictable way they were if you think of Peter and Lloyd and in the past and how they've written those types of characters, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then Redane and Jones, yeah, that makes sense. But the outcome of it, while it's still kind of in character with their writing, I don't like it. And I think that is that generational gap, between humor.
Yeah, so because, when this started, first battle, Bill O'Reilly was used just because he was a meme 2 years before that battle came out. But even then, they're like, okay, we'll use it because memes still on people's minds somehow. But now the internet age has gotten to the point where memes have to really be just lasting a month tops, and then after that it'll feel old. And they're making battles by the end of the year, and they're using a meme from earlier that year. It'll feel like, oh wow, they missed the train.
Yeah, that's crazy how the internet evolves to where it was kind of topical to use a meme from 2 years ago, and then now it's even risky to use a meme now because by next week there'll be another one and everyone will call this ass and shit. It's really funny, honestly.
Yeah, as I was also mentioning this criticism regarding the battle, someone actually also mentioned how you, among other creators, but your JonTron versus Scott The Woz battle, they see that lately some fan-made battles are doing one title rapper and they'll be in the battle, but then they get out, and then now it's actually Angry Video Game Nerd versus Scott The Woz. They're kind of wondering why the decision of that popping up lately, I guess in a trend sort of sense. I don't really follow all the battles to really know how often it happens.
That's fair.
But
I keep a good pulse with my finger on the rap battles. I haven't seen that as much, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I don't watch enough. Yeah. But I can tell you with JonTron versus Scott The Woz, that's on my channel, on my core fan base of 2 people, it's a legacy matchup. One of the first battles I did was JonTron versus Scott The Woz. It was this big royale of multiple game reviewers. It was ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was 2020. It was right before. It was as Edgar. I dropped it with the audio of Edgar Allan Poe versus Eminem, and that was for a couple of years. That was gonna stay the same. It was just gonna stay the same royale. I think in 2021, 2022-ish. I think it was November 2021. I decided I don't want to do this anymore. I want to just do AVGN versus Scott The Woz. That seems good. I should still have JonTron in there somewhere for those people that remember that battle. And that's how it came to be. With let's have JonTron a verse, gets hit by a brick, AVGN, Twitter using fuck. And there you go.
So it's there's context behind it, but because I was thinking, maybe it's because JonTron was meant to be it because, he was popular back then, but nowadays he's seen as said a little heinous things, and maybe he doesn't deserve to get one, or it's a little too easy to diss on that, so might as well make it a little more.
It is a little. I in 2020 when I wrote that, it was so hard to write for JonTron because again I was inexperienced.
And now it's easy.
But also he's said some horrible stuff. How do you write that? Now it was a little easier when I just leaned into okay, well, let's just have him just not mention any of that. Let's just go for it, and I went for it. A lot of my career is going for it now. Just going for it.
Oh yeah, it's working out for you. Yeah, it's still your most popular one currently.
Speaking of Eric Andre versus Frank, I wanted to mention this earlier, but I forgot it. That one was written in January 2022, by the way. Back to back with Annoying Orange versus OJ Simpson.
Oh wow, two of my favorites.
2022. Those were back to back, and they're like in like a week span. You know, I don't know what I was doing that like whole month, but apparently I was on a real kick and a binge. And I got those battles out, and they're seen as one of my funniest, and that makes me happy because those were over a year-long productions. Production sounds pretentious. I am one guy, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, those took a lot to come out, and I'm glad they're out, and I'm glad they're doing good, you know.
Oh yeah, I love the
Same
final
with JonTron
product.
versus Scott. Oh yeah,
I agree.
it's amazing.
Well, wow. Well, you know what? That's an intriguing process leading into your minor experience with Goku versus Superman. All of a sudden, you're working on Eric Andre versus Filthy Frank. What a turn of events.
True. I spent a lot of my childhood making rap battles, and my teenagehood making just all of my teenagehood making rap battles.
Oh, and by the way, I do love your integration of ERB references in your battles.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've done it a couple times, and I do love, what was it called? You integrated three, well, I'm assuming I'm not sure if the cross your boundaries, you know, the Shaka Zulu line, was that intentional, or was you just wanted to include the Vlad versus Dracula and the Isaac Newton versus Adil 91 and your Sonic versus, who are you running from? That one.
Mm. So cross the boundaries. I didn't. That was unintentional. If that was a reference, oops. You know, that wasn't meant to be. But the Vlad versus Dracula, the Vlad one was written by Rabi. That was a idea he had for his Majin battle. And I asked, hey, this is funny. Do you mind if I use it? And he was like, yes. Put that one in, obviously, because fun is infinite. That's like the whole the screen. That's what it says. And obviously
This battle's finished.
This battle
Yeah.
is finished. I thought, oh,
That's
that'd be
funny.
cute. That'd be cute if I referenced it. So I did it.
I get a kick out whenever battles, other fan made channels reference ERB. I don't know why I get a kick out of it. It's so funny to me.
It's you know, it's funny. It's funny reference humor. And you know what? That shit's funny sometimes. I low key might stop putting in ERB references. I've done it too much. I gotta.
No, please do it again. Please, it's hilarious. Please never stop doing it again. No.
Battle Disable will have them. That will have a couple. You know, there was another ERB reference. I don't know if you catch this, but it's the Stevie Wonder versus Wonder Woman, where it was like looking like the Babadook. What was it? In a Midlife Crisis. That's supposed to be a play on, but looking like the Predator after chemotherapy.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it started off as a reference in that, and then it just evolved to midlife crisis, because that's what rhymed. You know, it's still a funny line, but you know, that's what it started off as. I think when I suggested it to Rabi, I said it in the exact same cadence too. It was really funny.
And you've done other roles for many other fan made channels too. You know, the recent one I just saw you in was, well, I mean, you didn't fucking appear physically, but you voiced this item or some shit from Mario Kart against Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four.
That was Special Inquisitor Rand.
Thank you.
Ryan.
Yeah, thank you. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm really fuzzy with this Nintendo shit. I'm not really.
There's a bunch of fan-made series. They all gotta die. All of them have to die. It's over. It's over. They all gotta go.
I know, dude.
You know.
Then it could come back, but it's okay. But yeah, that was the most recent one I've heard you in. Personally, my favorite role you've ever done was. I mean, I'm kind of the minority here. Not many people seem to really acknowledge it, but I didn't even know that you were Jason Voorhees and him against Chris McLean.
Oh, that's
and
yeah,
Gridline's battle.
That was my costume and my body is a better way to put it. But yeah, I acted as Jason Voorhees' video, and that was really fun. I did that in September 2022.
Yeah, that battle, from just not only the audio, the lyrics, everything about that battle was supremely fun. I really love that battle a lot. And the thing
it's really good.
Oh, and the thing I adore about your Jason is that how his eyes are obscure from, you know, you can't see his eyes at all. That's what I love about your costume. It's obviously based on the 2009 remake, right?
No, it's based on Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, okay, yeah, because because the 2009 remake kind of shares a little bit of similarities to that version a little bit, at least as far as like the big ass muscular stature, like that one. So
no, that's just my good old gains, my insanely muscular stature.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite roles you've done. I love the costume of it. It looks so identical to Freddy vs. Jason's. I loved it. I loved it personally.
In 2019, I made that costume, I think. as a
nice job on it.
costume.
Mhm.
And I was like I think I was still 14, maybe 13. I forget. Ages are blurry. And then in 2022, when I was like casted as Jason, I think I was casted before that, but I wanted to remake the costume, and I got a new mask, and I weathered the costume a bit more, and it looks really good, and it's awesome. Did you know the overhead mask for like his bald ass like gray head? That is a Freddy Krueger latex mask I had that I sprayed painted gray. Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's because I didn't want to buy one, so I just fucking reuse, recycle. That's my motto.
You know, it's a little bit of irony there because Freddy, Jason,
Freddy
and all that.
Jason,
yeah,
his head,
and Freddy did show up in the bottom.
He did. That was really hard to edit. That's all. That's all I wanted to say.
Really?
It was a little hard to edit, but I got it. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, that battle's sick. I still listen to it occasionally here and there.
Yeah, all the Chris McLean battles I think are really funny.
Oh yeah. I can only think of two. I'm gonna be honest. That's the Discord rap battle, and that's the grid line.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 then.
He's 2 for 2, baby. Oh yeah.
We need more. It's going to be eventually whenever ERB does their own version of Chris McLean, which they'll never do.
Yeah, versus Jeff Probst.
That's like if they get like Peter's kid on the team, maybe.
Eventually.
Oh no. Yeah, the sad part is they don't know anything about Cartoon Network. I mean, they struggle enough to know what Ed, Edd and Eddy is. So I mean, I doubt Total Drama's they're gonna care about Total Drama.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah. And that's why you can make your own rap battles. So you can have those experiences.
It makes you sad, but I'm still pulling through for them to do some Cartoon Network shit. I don't care how long it takes, so in my mind, it'll happen. Don't worry.
Eventually,
but it probably won't.
Eventually, his kids will get to that age.
Girls, I gotta get Lloyd as the red one.
Oh, him?
No.
Peter as the green one. Maybe Dante
Ace.
as the blue one. Maybe Dante.
Oh, wait, no, I thought you were referring to the villains. You're referring to the Powerpuff Girls.
The girls, we gotta have
that episode where there are some fully grown men in Powerpuff Girls outfits.
That's exactly them, dude.
Oh,
that's them.
Exactly. Yeah, and then you can have Zach as Mojo Jojo.
That's them in Miley versus Joan.
I still really find that funny. I like that battle quite a bit.
Damn,
I think
unpopular opinion, but man, yeah, so many things wrong with it.
I like the little Hannah Montana banana cameo. I like the banana cameo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sam. Bro. Do you like that Tony Montana cameo they did too in the same battle?
Yeah, exactly. Tony Montana.
Yeah, from Scarface. Yeah, dude.
Ghostface. Speaking of Ghostface, I don't know. What's the next question?
What was the whole making with Ghostface versus Zodiac Killer? Because I'm assuming you are a big Scream fan, dude. Because I love the Scream franchise as much as you do. How did that come to fruition?
I believe it was a battle. I don't know. I think they go by Cannibal Worms now. It was a battle. It was their idea, essentially, like the matchup, and I was like, "That's a cool matchup." And they like didn't want to do the battle anymore, so they gave it to me, and I finished the writing with a bunch of other people, which I don't do now. I write solo projects because I want to learn how to write better. And it's a bit hard when like there's a bunch of cooks in the kitchen, essentially.
Oh, true.
But yeah, that was basically. I like Scream. The Zodiac Killer is a rap battle character, and I love rap battles, so I went for it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought, well, Fightmarker must be a fan of Scream if to use Ghostface. So I thought, and I think it's probably my favorite Ghostface that I've seen in rap battles because I mean the majority of them are. Well, the ones that I've seen are usually audio based, and I think that Stoffrix has like the best Ghostface voice ever of anybody in the community. Like, it's like a 1-to-1 to Roger L. Jackson. Like, no offense to somebody else, but I think he's like the definitive go-to for Ghostface. And I hope he does it again some other time, but too bad he doesn't do it often. I love his voice.
All of the Ghostfaces in the community, Evan. I guess you don't know Evan. Fuck, Simply Razzie.
I know him.
And the other guy and Stouffer X is that I don't know. I feel like they focus on one part of Ghostface like individually because to me Ghostface I'm gonna try to do him again. Obviously, I have to. he has like specific like voices. Like he's like over here and I'm Ghostface, I'm gonna get you. And then when like he gets a little angrier, he's like, I'm gonna fucking get you. He goes a little louder and angrier in tone. And I feel like, you know, people mostly go for this. And like it's, I don't know. I would want to get like a really like perfect voice for Ghostface, because that's what mostly sells him, honestly. Is the
I
voice.
told you not to hang up on me.
I don't, you know.
Yeah, it was funny. Rabbi did use a text to speech with Roger L. Jackson's voice. I mean, it's a text to speech, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That was
Vladimir P. Rabi
Vladimir P.
Battle, but he got what was the word? Not the word. Simply Razzie. I just had him. Now he's gone. He's gone forever.
What? Where did he go?
Over there. Oh shit. Yeah, Vladimir P's battle. Pretty all right.
I liked it. I liked him against Jeff the Killer. Well, I will say, okay, here's the thing that really gets me, okay, with Ghostface is that why is it that everybody in the rap battle community puts him against a teenage killer all the fucking time? And I don't get that. Like, I get it that Billy and Stu were teenagers, but come on, man. Ghostface is more than a couple identities, and obviously in the sequels, it fluctuates from different killers, not just them. But I know Billy and Stu are the most popular iterations of the character. But I will say that it is very one-dimensional to put him against creepypasta and slasher characters. That's just me, but...
I guess it's just interest things, you know. Teenagers
and easier to do.
Creepypasta. They have interest in Scream more than any other slasher because it's like meta, and meta's the new like funny, basically.
Well,
I don't get the matchup versus Tiki Toby as Rabi's best friend. I don't know why he went for that. I think he was just going for a vibe thing, and like, you know what? Fair enough. I like the battle a ton. I still really like my performance. Jeff the Killer, I get it's like fire or something. I forget. No, I forgot it. Never mind. Might be.
I actually quite liked. I will say that the material was kind of well utilized enough. I mean, it was mostly based off the first movie, I'd imagine, but there wasn't really much references to anything else. See, that's also the problem with Ghostface is that they don't really utilize much of the references. I mean, outside of mostly just the first movie and just, oh, your sequels are shit, bro. Like, that's all I hear. And I don't know. That's just, he's a really specific character to write for. And I feel like if ERB were to ever use him, which I doubt they will, which, I mean, I do firmly believe that they should use another slasher character, and I think Ghostface is the ideal one after Freddy. I mean, that makes sense to me.
Freddy Krueger, but yeah, definitely. Maybe Ghostface. I don't know. It's between Ghostface and Myers, but Myers is really hard to like portray as not boring. He's a very boring character that a lot of people use, and then like their version of like Michael Myers kind of ends up as boring by proxy of him just being a boring like slasher.
Yeah, and I would say Ghostface at least does tap into horror comedy, parody and all.
Oh yeah.
But also that my preferred matchup would just be Samara from The Ring. Which I think is like, at least it's not like, as Red said, a slasher or just another creepypasta. It's like actually a little more than that, kind of still a horror icon in that sense.
Fun fact, I think my favorite Ghostface battle is probably the Freshie Canal version of that matchup. I don't know, I have a lot of fond memories in it and fucking from it, I guess. Because I did write one line, Wabamo, half a line, never mind. Half a line.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Well, you know what? I have mixed feelings about that battle because of Ghostface himself.
Fair. You know,
I don't hate it.
He does have
but...
not gloves, which is
yeah.
I've heard
I can see his feet and shit.
About.
Yeah, I can also see his feet and legs. I'm like, come on, man! Like, this ain't Ghostface.
You know, with Samara, you know, her hair's in the way. She's not going to see it anyway. You know, it's all right. You can have a little casual Friday. You know, have some fun.
Yeah, but I don't really like his version of Ghostface. That's just me, though, but I do quite like his battle. It's okay for what it is, but I've seen other Ghostfaces, though, but I would like to see... But seriously, I would like to see ERB use a Ghostface whenever they can. I would definitely like to go for another slasher. I'm up for it. Oh, yeah. So
gonna do Ghostface versus the fucking... Can't think of a Casper. They're going for Ghostface versus Capster. Capster?
Oh, my God.
Ooh,
I love that matchup.
A new character.
I don't even know who Capsper is, but
you know what? Let's just imagine it. That's what it is. Rabana. There you go.
Wait, Capsper versus Casper versus Ghostbusters. There you go.
Oh shit!
I just made a new battle for you. You on it?
Oh, okay, maybe not for me, but for yourself. You know.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I was gonna say, listen, how does it feel to have Joshua? I always call him Josh because I'm so used to calling him that. I know, I'm so used to calling him that. I do apologize, Joshua, if you are watching this. You probably won't, but we'd love to have you on the podcast, by the way, bro. Please come on. I'm begging you. But no, in seriousness though, I want to touch on him briefly because, dude, he not only does he look enough like Eric Andre, but his cadence and delivery and the way how he interwove. Yeah, Josiah. I call him Joshua though because I'm so.
I used to call him Josiah. Joshua, dude, I'm fucking up.
Dude,
Joshua made TV. Awful.
I love that guy to death, but listen, dude, how does it feel working with him and how he just nails Eric Andre? Like, what was like working with him?
Josiah had been on my radar, not my radar, the community's radar, since he started reactions. We loved his energy because he was always so hyper, and that was like always so fun to see. With reactions and reactors, mostly, it's hard to like kind of justify that content. They're not really providing much. Josiah provides all he has, and it's genuinely some of the most engaging reaction content I've ever seen. But yeah, he looks like Eric Andre, and that's why I casted him as Eric Andre.
He does a really good impression too, and he stays in pocket with the beat, especially. And I absolutely adore his dedication. That man is he fucking nails it. I love that battle.
He had while he was filming was really fun. You know, he was down for anything, and we got everything, and it's awesome. You know.
Hey, that's just. I mean,
Josiah specifically he'd been in the community before, and I think before that he was on a couple live rap battle streams with Michael Stark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and all that sphere, and it was really fun to have him on. And I think he even did an announcer for one of their battles before Eric Andre came out, which was fun. But yeah, I'm happy to give him his first full role. Oh yeah.
Listen. Thank you for giving us Eric Andre versus Filthy Frank. I just want to tell you that. Thank you for it. I mean, otherwise, it wouldn't have used the beat for the intro, as you know.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
I expect $300.
Okay, yeah, don't worry about it, bro. We'll expect it in less than 500 business days, okay?
Oh yeah, okay. I'll be alive by then. I never do.
Okay, good. Okay, but as long as you put me in your rap battle, I just want me to just put me as anybody. I don't care. Just let me walk in the background, okay?
Maybe. Perhaps. Trying to think of a character. Hold up.
Okay. Well, let's see. Just put me as a walking pedestrian. I think you can just run me over.
Walking pedestrian versus standing pedestrian. Ooh, that's good.
Genius. You see, bro, this is why you're one of the goats of the community.
Exactly. You know, this is why I'm actually the best in the community. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm
yeah. We all heard it here first.
All heard it here first.
That's right.
Top 3, me, and me again. Didn't think that one. Ooh.
And then maybe ERB.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know if there's
honorable mention.
You know, I don't know. I also think Fightmarker might be a little better than them. The 4th one, by the way.
Oh yeah, his clone.
The clones.
And then Josiah might be better than that. I'm kidding.
Well, Josiah, and then you get a little RNG, and then you get everyone who's ever been in my battles. Slap them on that list.
And then ERBP just at the tops of it. Just I think ERBP might be just neck and neck with you. You might have some competition.
No. Actually, yeah.
You know what? Like 10 more fight markers above that, and then like maybe one fight marker below ERBP.
Yeah, I actually do want to bring that up. The other thing is that your battles do remind me this kind of, shit post about actually really good quality with Snakebite. Like, before I discovered you, I think it was like him that I got a kick out of his battles. Do you have any type of thing to say about how Snakebite does his battles compared to yours?
Yes.
Benjamin and I have been friends since 2019 when he first joined the community.
Yeah.
I really liked his battles. And I still really like his battles. That's all.
Yeah, I see those parallels, like the way you want to like write a line that sounds like hilarious to remember. Like, he's one of the other few family battle creators where I'm like, man, that's some out of pocket shit that I really love. Like, I get a kick out of it. The fucking bling bling boy verse.
Oh yeah. He's a really funny guy. Sorry.
I adore his stuff a lot.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You think it's too good for this podcast now, bro?
Yes. Fuck you guys.
Leaves the call.
That's a shame.
Leaves the call. Leaves the server.
No.
Drops the docs. Let's go for it. It's time. But yeah, very very cool guy.
Will he by any chance show up in any of your battles?
Maybe.
I think, match made in heaven.
Do you remember?
Yes.
I don't think. Probably you two don't know this. I have a battle, Chills versus Corpse. I made that
Oh yeah.
in 2021, and he was the video for Corpse. That battle never coming out because of editing issues. Unironically, we both had like really high quality 4K footage that was really hard to work on my rinky dinky laptop that I used to have. So I just scrapped the entire thing because it was too far gone. It was like by the time I scrapped it, it was a year later, and I wanted to move on to better projects, and I did. So it's only an audio only now, but you know,
maybe it's for the better.
Maybe it is for the better. We don't know. We don't know.
No, Snakebite is
really
now
cool.
entrapped in that battle, bro. Sadly,
He's trapped in that battle. You can't get him out. Actually, you have to unlock it like O.J. Simpson. You have to unlock it. Have to fight a bunch of fighters to get it.
Oh my god, no, that's not it, man. Hopefully he does contribute again whenever he could.
Oh yeah. I'd love to have him on a battle as a character. Even don't want to have him just play himself. That'd be fucked up.
Oh no way! What? No,
Walking
no
with the
way!
Machine versus Snakebite. Whoa, hey.
Snakebite versus Snakebite.
Whoa.
Versus an actual snakebite.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some guy who fucking killed Batman's parents versus Iceberg type core.
I fucking love that battle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
That's ironically one of my strongest projects, and I made it in like 2 hours.
Man, because yeah, that's exactly what I mean when I see like just a joking matchup and it's like not taking itself seriously, but it's still really damn good. Like 90% of rap battle by fan-made channels, they can't compete with that because it still gets stuck in my head. I'm like, man, out of nowhere, just like, you know, DiCaprios and captains. I'm like, man, just Fightmarker writing good shit, and you're saying it's in 2 hours? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what happens, man. I just do it.
Hey, what influences your shitposty-ish vibes mostly?
Sketch comedy. I was really into comedy as a kid. I used to watch a bunch of like stand-up comedians. I used to watch a bunch of sketch shows like Key and Peele, and like I still, you know, maybe I'm unpopular. I like SNL. I like SNL back then. I like SNL now. I think when it comes to rap battles, that type of like parody, like parodying like celebrities, I think that's a lost art form in the community, and I think SNL is a good depiction of it. You know, I think in 2022 I was on another podcast that unfortunately didn't come out, but I had said that what influences my joke battles, not joke battles, that I feel like that downplays how much effort I do put into them, but like my more funnier battles is sketch comedy. I've been a huge fan of it for years. And also rap music. You gotta listen to rap music. If you don't listen to rap music, you make ass.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people just don't. They think they know some rap, but they heard like the popular hits, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm a rap fan," and then they're like,
they hear all of Eminem and they're done.
Oh shit! No, yeah, it's always it's funny. It circles back to my original statement where, you know, I wish that fan-made people still used musicians as a rarity to even have them, but it's always either their interest or no interest at all when it comes to musicians. It says, "Oh yeah, I listen to this one singular artist." Oh yeah, that's all you do? Wow. I wonder why your formula is all samey, bro.
Damn.
It's all part of growing up. Because again, most of these people making rap battles, they're kids, you know. So they don't have much musical experience, and as they grow as a rap battle maker or just music maker in general, they listen to more stuff, they have more like influences, and you know, their content eventually gets better. That happened with me a ton. Before like 2021 too, maybe I obviously had to listen to rap. I still sucked at writing. I listened to more. No, I don't know how I write good. I'm gonna be honest. It just kind of was a gradual thing. I like because I used to like write lines too long for the bar of music it had. I used to go like blah, 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 like not like fast rap, just like really poorly placed like syllables and stuff, and it sounded really bad. And I think around like 2021 is when I like noticed, hey, I probably shouldn't do it. It was actually Chills versus Corpse was my first like notice of I should not do that. I should learn how to write better, and I learned, and that's how good stuff is made. Wabamo, learning.
Yeah, I always have interest in some people's writing process. Sometimes I just notice if you have more jokes that stick out, then you'll get like a lot more attention from that because it actually sticks in your head. So that's why I said, like,
Oh, yeah.
I've also dabbled in now writing for a few rap battle series. So when I think, oh, that's got to be like, you know, beefed up a little, like add a little of a reference so that it sounds funnier. And I think, yeah, that came out good.
Rap battles are all set up and punchline, set up and punchline, set up and punchline.
Exactly.
It's a form of like sketch comedy. I would see it as.
Yeah, essentially.
You know.
Improvisation also plays in sometimes too.
Yeah, maybe. I think. No, yeah, for sure. I think. On the spot of most of my demos, I have like a full draft written, and if something sticks out to me, that I just kind of press play on Audition. I rap what I essentially is the line, but a little differently into how like it fits on the beat. And if I want like a joke to hit harder, I just improv it, and it usually works out pretty well because I have multiple chances to just. Okay, well that one sucked. I can just do it again, and then just do it again, do it again, do it again.
Exactly. ERB, take notes.
True.
Yeah. That's right.
ERB,
Listen to this podcast.
Maybe 11 fight markers above ERB, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's got to be rated out of Fightmarker now.
At this point, yes. It needs to be. The official ranking has altered. There was a question I totally slipped my mind. I was totally, yeah.
We have all the time in the world, it's all right.
I know. We also have battles to make. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It was a joke.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't hear it.
Oh shit. Okay. You were saying, oh yeah, we have all the time in the world. And I'm like, oh no, no, man. You know, I don't want to keep you too long because you have to make battles. Okay.
I think, this these 4 months leading up to April Fools, I don't have much to do other than my April Fools project, which I'm really excited for.
Everyone should be excited.
Too true. It's not like Eric Andre versus Filthy Frank. It's like it, but it's not as, I guess, avant-garde.
How do you usually go about choosing matchups for the stuff that you do?
Interesting question. If I like it, you know, it's hard to explain. A lot of my matchups now, like more passion projects, are stuff I wanted to make as a kid. You know, 2020-ish was when I was like 14, but before that, I think, or like before I even joined the community, I had always been into Eric Andre. Yeah, I'd love Eric Andre as a kid, and Filthy Frank. Obviously, everyone knows Filthy Frank. Everyone like sort of dabbled in it. It's all right. It's funny. And Filthy Frank versus Eric Andre was a matchup I wanted to do since 2019. And I did it, and I was specifically because I saw another version of Filthy Frank versus Eric Andre, and it was done by Danny. I don't know if you know Danny.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do love his content a lot. I love his stuff.
2019, I think it was 2020 or 2019, that Battlehead came out. I didn't really like it. I felt it was an incredibly played safe version of what I'd imagined the battle would be. So like in 2022, I was thinking about it again. I was like, I feel like I'm a better creator now, like than I was in 2019. I feel like I can finally do this matchup justice, and I did it. And that feeling of doing something that your past self couldn't it's been a through line throughout most of my projects. Like my Bloody
it's monumental.
That was also an idea I had in 2019. Say with JonTron versus Scott The Woz. Just those. I think were all big projects I had since a kid. I did them and I fulfilled it, and I'm happy. Other matchups, it's mainly how I'm feeling at the moment of writing. If I want to do that, I do it. Like Babadook versus Ellen DeGeneres was a month-long production. I did that in a month. I think while editing Ray William Johnson versus Ryan Higa, I thought a Pride Month battle would be really funny. What's like an idea I can do? And I immediately thought of the Babadook, because obviously like the Babadook's gay, like the Netflix thing. And I was like, that'd be really funny. Who's another evil gay person? I thought of immediately Ellen.
It's hilarious.
And I was like, that's so funny. Yeah. I have to write that.
Yeah,
I wrote it in like a week, and I got it filmed in like a week after.
Yeah, one of the cases where the matchup actually is hilarious, not just like out of being forced, just like, oh man, that actually sounds hilarious just because of this one reason.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. Goku versus Garfield, I think, was a 2-week thing. While I was doing Eric Andre versus Filthy Frank, I wanted to figure out how, like, how quickly can I get like a really good battle out? And it's good. It's not really good, but it's good enough. And I knocked it out in like a couple of weeks because I had line ideas for Goku. I'd always had. Dragon Ball Z is something I've always really liked. So I had a lot of line ideas. That finisher that was like, if you were Japan's Superman, then I was its Doomsday. That was a bar originally I had thought of for Goku versus Dr. Manhattan. And I thought, oh, that would be so cool. And I thought of it again while I was writing for Garfield. And I was like, that would be so fucking stupid. I have to put it in.
Yeah. Garfield saying that.
It's so
it's
funny.
Fucking great comedy.
It's so funny. It's awesome. I love it so much. I love all my battles.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean,
here.
as much as you might have some displeasurements with some of them, I do think you're pretty consistent quality regardless. Even in the shitposty nature, that's what makes it funny.
Exactly.
Exactly. Funny joke, but it also good. Funny joke, but it also good. Like
good matchup, comedy, good lyrics, works out just fine.
Classic ERB formula.
Oh yeah.
We're taking this on. Of course.
Yeah.
So now it's 12 fight markers now.
It's 12 fight markers, yeah, maybe even 14. It's growing a number. It's a growing number. My clone machine is working overtime. 15, 16, it's insane. 17, Christ almighty. I'm Christ now. I'm God.
Damn.
I'm making life. 20? Oh shit, this is insane. This is too insane.
Spitting bars here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
24.
I was just gonna say, okay, maybe another 30, just for safekeeping.
Oh shit, 50. God, you know what? What?
I have another 10 more.
Oh shit. Man, it's just gonna keep multiplying. Oh my god.
Like you might need to. I think you might need to divide at least one number to make it a little fair.
Maybe.
Okay.
I gotta. Oh god. Damn. This is such an upset. This was a really good. Now I have 75 fight markers. Christ. What am I gonna do? Make battles? No, I can't. I gotta kill them all.
Or you can just
like the biggest.
Make them work with no pay.
I could make them work with no pay, and then like them working like minimum wage jobs, all 95% of them, 95, 100, all of 100 of them working minimum wage jobs. They'll stack up money. I'll have enough money to buy them computers, and they can all like be my own little work factory. That'd be awesome.
Is probably the most deranged description of any podcast we ever had besides Xander. I'm telling you.
You know what? I've been told that. That's actually why the other podcast didn't come out. I think it was because, I'm a funny guy. Too funny. I'm too funny. And I just go for it.
They couldn't handle it.
God. Hell yeah. I'm glad people can handle it. It's real fun. Real fun being interviewed and talked to.
It's called a comedy. And besides, having some exposure to the rap battle community, just having these overall guests and different point of views of where they were when either of you was still kicking. I mean, they're still up and running somewhat, barely to some degree, but it's actually nice.
I hate to see it so early, but last night I killed EpicLLOYD. It's over. It's over. Sorry, guys.
But we did like Lloyd.
Yeah, well, now he's dead.
Oh.
Shit happens. ERB now with 1,000 under Fightmarker. Wow. These guys just don't stop. They built another clone machine. This is insane.
Yeah, that's why the other series is Fightmarker. It's Fightmarker to the Fightmarker power.
Exactly. They're gonna have like a more series, more Fightmarkers in the name. God, that poor logo.
That's
the
okay.
one graphic designer Fightmarker we have. Just the one.
We'll see. I think we should definitely wrap this up. I mean, there's a lot of things we could ask you to. We'd love to have you back on if possible. But
okay, yeah.
Absolutely, that'd be awesome. Maybe probably even Rabi could come and fuck. I mean,
maybe
Rabi. I would love to have him on too.
Yeah, Rabi. I think Rabi would really enjoy that.
You know who I really love too? Vlad to come on the podcast too. I think he'd be really interesting to talk to as well. I love his content.
I feel like you can just ask him. I think he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm down. It's mainly about like time with Vlad.
Of course.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, but to wrap it up.
Snakebite if possible.
Yeah, not to get the last.
Well, Snakebite might be impossible, but
oh yeah,
I love to have him on too.
Yeah, Snakebite among my favorites as well.
Anyway,
Now, speaking about matchups, one more thing is we always try to end it with what's your favorite suggestion out of anyone you would like to see, not just for ERB, but in general, just one that you love for matchups. And you said Ryu versus Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Based.
I like Mortal Kombat, and while doing that form, I couldn't think of any other matchup,
Yeah.
so I just went for it. You know what? And I do would want. I know Lloyd and maybe Peter are big Mortal Kombat fans.
Yeah.
And a couple BTSs, they used to play Mortal Kombat a ton.
Yes.
And I think they should definitely do a Mortal Kombat battle.
Yeah.
I think that'd be so cool.
Best opportunity passed last year, but oh well, it's still a timeless matchup, I'd say. But not just Ryu versus Scorpion, but Ryu and Ken versus Scorpion and Sub-Zero is what we want. It's like the franchises
I think that's really
battling.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I guess that would. The main thing is like, you know, Scorpion. I guess if you do the new Mortal Kombat where Scorpion and Sub-Zero are like brothers, I guess that could work.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do think it could also just be interesting if they're forced to be put together, and then like it kind of turns into like, you know, like they're like brawling, and then the other guys are brawling. I feel like a kid playing with his action figures right now and just mushing them together.
Well,
you know,
I mean, to me, in canon, I'm pretty casual with the Mortal Kombat lore, and I do like Mortal Kombat myself. I quite like the franchise, but they met in many times, you know, in canon that they teamed up a lot, and I think that they should definitely separate that rivalry, which is integral. I think that should be utilized as a diss, more or less, make that a dynamic in the battle, because it'll be a 2v2.
Yeah.
And Ryu and Ken are friends.
I think it'd be a cute thing if it was a dynamic early on.
Yeah. And
if it was a dynamic early on, and then as it goes on, they're like, these guys are pozos. We have to rap together. Oh my god, you know?
I mean, ERB's been slacking with group battles anyway.
Yes.
I've been slacking. I haven't done one. For a long time, I wanted to do the Fantastic Four versus the Impractical Jokers, because I thought that's such a funny idea. I had one verse written. I couldn't think of any more Fantastic Four disses. I used all of them.
Huge fan right here. I like to lend a helping hand. Okay, well, probably not, because I can't write for shit either, but I love the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be pushing them into ERB.
Yeah.
Because I want them in ERB, but
I can't see that happening.
I think when I move, I think they deserve it. I don't know. They definitely deserve it more than Thanos. But I guess I get it why that Thanos was in there. It was at the time it was huge in pop culture, and that makes a ton of sense. But yeah, I think Fantastic Four. I think they deserve it. I think they deserve to be in ERB.
I would think that they should be the finale to end all Marvel usage, I think, if they were to cap off Marvel characters.
After the necessary ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, in my opinion, because I think that's Marvel's first family. Spider-Man is their most popular character, without a doubt.
Yeah. I mean,
you have to do
ERB's probably ending soon. Might as well get Spider-Man in it.
Naruto. Dude, I really hope they choose a different matchup.
We already went through this demo. Oh my god, it was so, to us, really bad.
They just kept hinging on that ramen joke.
Yeah.
I feel. But yeah,
also,
I think
as a huge fan, it sucks for them. It hurts for them to say, "Oh, we use too many characters, bro." Bro, you only use fucking 4 of them. Relax.
And right next to that, Black Panther versus Catwoman, we gotta make it superhero AF. Where do you stand on this?
I don't want that matchup, but I do think Black Panther. Sorry, fucking my mouth wasn't cooperating. Black Panther would be really cool.
Oh,
I think that'd be
we do like him versus Pete Newton.
Yes. Yes.
Leader of the Black Panther in real life.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a civil rights activist.
That's fun. I like that.
History versus fiction, bro. That's my favorite type of matchups.
Gotta do Mickey Mouse versus Elon Musk. It's gotta happen. They gotta get the run back. They gotta get the run back.
Do ERB 10 vibes? That's ERB 10 vibes.
Yeah, it's capitalist. Rabamo. There you go. Connection. Wabamo. Got it.
That's funny.
It's a good podcast.
I did actually really briefly. You did like Malcolm X versus Magneto, did you?
Do I like that?
Yeah, did you? I'm not sure if I remember correctly.
I think the thing is with Malcolm X versus Magneto is that that underlying idea behind the matchup is comparing this fictional mutant rights thing versus the very real civil rights movement.
We do get that
with black people.
Yeah, Dylan did say that on our server before, so we do understand it. It's just that a matter of doing it. It's hard to write for, so I don't expect them to get into it.
I don't trust Peter and Lloyd with that. I think if they brought on Key and Peel again.
Oh
which
yeah,
would never
that's-
happen. That'd be the perfect match.
Maybe yes, but I just don't trust it in the hands of the Patreon. I'll say that.
I don't trust the Patreon.
I feel that Magneto is like the better contrasting figure. I mean, he's obviously, you know, I think he's more fun, obviously, and you could dive into more with the mutant history with the X-Men, and I feel that Wolverine barely touched upon any of that stuff. And not only that, I feel that Magneto, he's seen as this prominent figure, and he's obviously looked upon, you know, so highly by other people, and not only just in comic books, but like he stands for something clearly. I think he does match Malcolm X in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
to me, I think,
and he's changed allegiances enough that there is a lot of history behind him, and then like what he can actually talk about, I guess.
No, yeah, I understand. Of course, I understand the connection. It's just that like it's kind of awkward.
Oh yeah,
you know? It's a bit,
if ERB gets to like they rejuvenate themselves and they show that hey we can make something like that work actually. I'll be fine with it. Right now,
I'll be very open to it. You know,
of course, yeah, we all feel that way actually.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel that's like the only Malcolm X suggestion that I feel that's more intriguing to me. Like, I feel anything else feels very like grasping for straws, and they feel like these pathetic attempts to try to connect Malcolm X as hard as possible. Like, Magneto has that already. I do get the opinions on it, but I feel like, you know, people calling it an insult in suggestions, like, you're kind of wrong on that, I feel. So, not you. But obviously, other people. I'm referring to other people.
Speaking on their half a bit, I don't think it's as much an insult as much as just like a very odd way to look at like the civil rights movement, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
To like,
I mean,
like Gandhi versus
MLK.
I get, you know, those are peaceful figures, and there's some sort of like I don't know, something about like Magneto versus Malcolm X doesn't mesh.
Yeah.
Morally to me. I get what it is, and I get that like it can be done, and I do see that it can be done. You know, I think Magneto that'd be awesome. You know?
I'm glad. Yes, and it's funny because I remember in the wiki, I remember reading that he still thinks Xavier versus X is still a good idea. I don't fucking like it personally. But on the wiki, I think he said, he wanted to do Xavier versus Malcolm X, and then the crew suggested that Magneto instead. And I'm like, that's a really better alternative. I think Xavier should still show up in the battle just to show up and just help out Magneto because it makes sense. They're so intertwined with each other. Not just
I think for sure. I think it also, because Magneto is obviously seen as a villain, it seems a bit odd to put him like. I feel like most people would have that underlying, you know, like having Malcolm X being put with the villain. If you have Xavier there, he was seen as the good guy, it could mellow that out a bit much. And have it be
actually,
more,
thank you.
That is exactly.
Oh my god, thank you. You understand?
Everyone's always like, well, MLK's got to be there too, right? Well, Malcolm didn't historically actually work with MLK. They met once, so. You don't really need MLK there. I think having just Magneto and Xavier versus Malcolm X, who I think should obviously go second. Crazy ass idea to have fucking him go first and have Magneto be like mutant finisher.
Homo inferior. I love Magneto so much. He's not really so much a villain nowadays either, but I mean, having Xavier there to be that medium to obviously he would back up Magneto too, though. That's the thing. We just give Malcolm X more lines and more disses. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. I really like the X-Men franchise. I hope I get to use it in my series.
Oh yeah. You've always geeked out whenever it was brought up. I was like, oh, Red's gonna love your Marvel interest.
Dude, I have a huge interest in Marvel. It's just all of their characters are so big that I almost don't want to tackle them, but I have to tackle them at some point.
Oh yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Please do so.
April, you know,
Yes. Dude, I have a fucking Spider-Man logo for God's sakes, bro. I'm a huge fan, so.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hey, we need more Marvel supporters like you in the community. Don't like those fucking snobs who think, Marvel, they're fucking fiction. You
have you seen Marvel versus anything? Have you seen that?
Yes, I have. That is a really good series.
It is. Have you seen their Shocker battle? Their Shocker battle is amazing. I love
Herman Schultz. That's a real shocker. If anybody gets that reference, you're a go. It's not really a good reference either.
Schultz. Is that a?
No, it's something. Don't worry. It's.
Are you referencing like the wrestler?
No. It's a reference to something. I'm not going to say who it is or what it is.
Fair enough. You know, hands off the keyboard. I'm not starting this shit. You know.
It's okay. But yeah, man, it was. Oh shit, we're really going about the lid. But anyways, it was awesome having you here. we'll have to have you on whenever the time is right. And
Of course.
the fact that you took the time out of your day just to join us is monumental. And I'm so happy to have you on alongside many of the guests that we have on too. So
Yeah.
again, thank you for being on here, man. You're so much fun to chat with and just pick your brain with about your series and ERB and whatnot. So this is mostly just dedicated to you, though. This is totally Fightmarker. This is This is not even an ERB cast at this point. This is Fightmarker cast.
Fightmarker cast.
Show wherever I go. Oh yeah.
Fightmarker.
This is the Fightmarker cast. Fightmarker podcast. Fightmarker podcast. Yeah, it was really fun to be on.
Absolutely.